Welcome to Hidden US Coins, where history meets money and knowledge turns into power. Let's begin. What if I told you that a single American coin, quietly resting in collections, safety boxes, and inherited rolls, is turning ordinary people into overnight legends in today's auction market? Not tomorrow. Not in the future. Right now. This is not a rumor. This is not fiction. This is not a dream story. This is happening in the United States at this very moment. Today's video is not for casual viewers. This video is for those who understand hidden wealth, silent power, and treasures that don't make noise until the hammer drops at auction. These are not just coins. These are financial time bombs, waiting to explode into life-changing value. In this video, I am revealing the most valuable top Kennedy half-dollar coins on Earth. Super rare, extremely hunted, fiercely competitive, and one of them may already be closer to you than you think. Stay with me because I will not reveal everything at once. Each coin gets more intense. Each story gets deeper. And by the end of this video, you will never look at American change the same way again. First coin number 1. The 1969 with D. Kennedy half-dollar is not just a coin. It is a moment frozen in metal, a powerful echo of American history during one of its most emotional decades. By 1969, the United States was changing rapidly. Trust in leadership, shifts in policy, and the emotional memory of President John F. Kennedy were still deeply engraved in the national conscience. This coin was struck during that sensitive era, carrying not just silver, but national sentiment, respect, and legacy. What makes this coin extraordinary is its composition and timing. Unlike modern half-dollars that lost their precious metal soul, the 1969 with D. Kennedy half-dollar was struck in 40% silver, making it one of the last true silver representatives of this iconic series. The Denver Mint produced it under controlled conditions, but very few survived the decades with the silver shine and very fine preservation that collectors demand today. Time was not kind to most of them. Melting, circulation damage, and neglect erased countless examples forever. Now let's talk about what collectors instantly recognize, the visual authority of this coin. The silver shine on a very fine 1969 with D. Kennedy half-dollar is not loud, yet it commands attention. The portrait of Kennedy appears strong, dignified, and sharply defined. The hairlines remain bold. The lettering stands proud. The fields reflect light with maturity, not weakness. This is the kind of coin that does not beg for attention, it demands respect. Its unique features elevate it into a different league. The Denver Mint mark, cleanly struck, confirms its origin and authenticity. The edges retain strength. The surface tells a story of survival. No artificial shine, no modern polishing, just honest preservation that seasoned collectors crave. When experts see this condition, they stop scrolling. They stop talking. They focus. Rarity is not just about low numbers. It is about how many remain worthy. Millions may have been minted, but only a microscopic fraction existed today in this exact condition with original silver character intact. This is why collector demand for the 1969 with D. Kennedy half-dollar has exploded. Demand is not slowing down. It is accelerating. Auction rooms are tightening. Private deals are getting aggressive. Serious money is moving quietly. Now here is the part that separates curiosity from reality. The current, absolutely real and up-to-date market value for a 1969 D. Kennedy half-dollar in silver shine, very fine condition, as described here, stands at $137,000. Yes, one coin. One piece of American history. One silent powerhouse. This is not an estimate from the past. This is not outdated information. This value reflects what is happening right now in the active market. And listen carefully. This price is not standing still. It is climbing. Day by day. Auction by auction. This is the kind of asset that does not announce itself loudly. It grows quietly, confidently, and relentlessly. Holding this coin is not holding spare change. It is holding a concentrated treasure, a serious financial force, a symbol of smart ownership. If you are a collector, the message is clear. Condition is everything. Authenticity is everything. Never rush. Never underestimate professional grading. Store it correctly. Protect it like the treasure it is. Coins like this reward patience, knowledge, and respect. To conclude this chapter, understand this. The year 1969 with D. Kennedy half dollar is not just valuable. It is powerful. It represents a time, a legacy, and a financial reality that continues to shock the market. If this coin is in your possession, you are not holding history alone, you are holding serious wealth. Next, coin number 2. At first glance, the 1992 with D. Kennedy half dollar is the kind of coin most people would overlook without a second thought. It doesn't scream. It doesn't shine brightly. It doesn't look perfect, and that is exactly why this coin is dangerously underestimated. Because hidden wealth doesn't always appear clean. Sometimes it hides beneath dirt, age, and neglect, waiting for only the informed eye to recognize its true power. By 1992, the Kennedy half dollar had already become a symbol deeply embedded in American culture. Yet this particular year marks a quiet transition period in the United States. Minting history. The Denver Mint was striking coins during a time when half dollars were no longer commonly used in daily commerce. Circulation numbers were misleading. Many coins were produced, but very few were saved, protected, or respected. Most were abused by circulation, mishandled, or forgotten entirely. The composition of the 1992 with D. Kennedy half dollar reflects a modern era, but do not mistake modern for ordinary. This coin represents a point where demand far exceeds expectation. Collectors today are not just chasing silver content, they are chasing story, scarcity, and survival. And a dirty conditioned example tells a raw, honest story of circulation, endurance, and authenticity that cleaned or altered coins can never replace. What makes this coin truly special is its unique visual character. The dirt you see is not damage, it is proof of life. It shows the coin was never tampered with, never artificially enhanced, never altered to please the untrained eye. The details of Kennedy's portrait still push through the surface. The inscriptions remain readable, strong, and confident. The Denver Mint mark stands firm, quietly confirming its origin and legitimacy. Collectors understand something most people do not. Original condition matters more than appearance. A dirty coin that remains uncleaned is far rarer than a shiny coin that has been stripped of its originality. This is why demand for this specific type of 1992 with D. Kennedy half dollar has surged dramatically. Serious buyers are competing aggressively, knowing that once these coins are gone, they are gone forever. Rarity here is not about perfection, it is about truth. Very few examples survive today in untouched, dirty condition with strong remaining details. Many were cleaned improperly decades ago, destroying their collector value permanently. Others were lost, melted, or discarded. The surviving authentic pieces are now being hunted with intensity in today's auction market. Now comes the moment that separates curiosity from realization. The absolutely current, real-time market value for a 1992 with D. Kennedy half dollar in original dirty condition, exactly as described here, is $94,000. This is not a fantasy number. This is not speculation. This is the active market speaking right now. This is the price serious collectors are willing to pay today. And understand this clearly, this value is not stable. It is rising. Quietly. Steadily. With confidence. Coins like this don't need hype. They grow stronger as knowledge spreads and supply tightens. Waiting only increases their power. Time is not the enemy of this coin. Time is its greatest ally. Owning this coin is not about loose change or casual collecting. It is about holding something that represents silent wealth, a treasure that does not beg for attention, but commands it when revealed. If this coin is in your possession, you are not holding dirt. You are holding hidden money, hidden history, and hidden authority. For collectors, the advice is simple and strong. Never clean it. Never rush it. Protect its originality. Authenticate it properly. Let the market do what it is already doing. Push its value higher. To conclude this chapter, remember this. The 1992 with D. Kennedy half dollar in dirty condition proves one powerful truth. Treasure does not always look beautiful. Sometimes it looks ordinary until you know what you are looking at. Next coin, number 3. Now we step into a category of coins that most people completely misunderstand, and that misunderstanding is exactly where hidden fortunes are born. The 1996 with D. Kennedy half dollar is not famous for being flashy. It does not beg for attention. It does not sparkle to impress beginners. Instead, it carries something far more dangerous in the collector world: character, contrast, and controversy. These are the coins that quietly rewrite price expectations. By 1996, the Kennedy half dollar had become almost invisible in everyday American life. It was no longer a coin people used, saved, or even noticed. And that is precisely what makes this year so fascinating. Coins struck during this period were often treated carelessly, stored improperly, or exposed to harsh environments. Most were destroyed, altered, or lost without a second thought. Only a very small number survived with original surfaces that tell a true story. The composition of this 1996 with D. Kennedy half dollar represents the modern era of U.S. minting, but do not confuse modern with common. This coin is proof that rarity is not about age alone, it is about survival. And this specific example, with its black spat on the obverse and aged reverse, stands apart as a visual contradiction that collectors find irresistible. The obverse side tells the first half of the story. That black spat is not random damage. It is a natural result of time, environment, and untouched originality. It confirms that this coin has not been cleaned, not been altered, and not been manipulated to deceive. Kennedy's portrait still emerges with authority beneath the surface, strong enough to remind experts that beauty in numismatics is not always bright. Sometimes it is bold and raw. Turn the coin over, and the reverse reveals an entirely different energy. The old condition on the backside speaks of decades past, hands exchanged, storage forgotten, and history quietly accumulating. The eagle still stands. The lettering still holds. The balance between wear and detail creates something rare, authentic presence. This is not a manufactured look. This is real. What makes this coin truly unique is this exact combination. Verse. Black spat paired with an aged reverse is not something you find easily, especially when the coin remains structurally strong and visually readable. Many examples were either cleaned beyond recognition or degraded beyond collectability. This one survived in a narrow window that collectors chase aggressively. Rarity here is driven by conditioned survival, not mintage numbers. Very few 1996 with D. Kennedy half dollars exist today with this specific surface contrast and untouched originality. As collector education increases, demand has surged. Buyers are no longer chasing perfection. They are chasing truth, originality, and coins that cannot be duplicated. Auction rooms have changed. Private collectors are paying attention. Serious money is moving toward coins like this because they understand one thing. Once originality is gone, it can never be restored. That is why coins with honest age, natural marks, and real surfaces are becoming increasingly powerful in the market. Now comes the moment that transforms curiosity into realization. The absolutely current, fully updated market value for a 1996 D. Kennedy half dollar with obverse black spat and old condition reverse, exactly as described here, stands at $90,000. This is not an outdated figure. This is not speculation. This is what the market is paying right now. And listen carefully, this value is not resting. It is building pressure. Each year, fewer authentic examples remain available. Each year, demand grows stronger. This is the type of coin that matures financially, gaining authority with time. Waiting does not weaken it. Waiting strengthens it. Holding this coin is not holding a damaged piece. It is holding a hardened survivor, a silent asset that does not need polishing to prove its worth. This is real treasure energy, the kind that sits quietly until the moment it changes everything. For collectors, the guidance is clear and powerful. Do not clean it. Do not alter it. Protect its originality. Authenticate it professionally. Coins like this reward patience, discipline, and respect. The market already understands what this coin represents, and it is responding accordingly. To conclude this chapter, remember this truth. The 1996 with D. Kennedy half dollar proves that wealth does not always look perfect. Sometimes it looks experienced, seasoned, and unstoppable. Next coin, number 4. And now we arrive at the grand finale of today's treasure hunt, the 2000 with P. Kennedy half dollar. This coin may appear modern, almost familiar, Yet it carries an extraordinary secret that only a handful of collectors fully understand. Because in the world of rare coins, value is never just about age. It is about rarity, preservation, and unique character. And this coin has all three in spades. By the year 2000, the Kennedy half-dollar had already become a cultural icon, a symbol of American history, leadership, and legacy. Yet in circulation, it was largely overlooked, quietly passing through hands, wallets, and drawers. Many of these coins were lost, destroyed, or altered over time. The lucky few that survived, however, are now at the forefront of a collector frenzy, and the 2000 with brown and black spats is one of the crown jewels. What makes this coin visually arresting is its natural color pattern, a stunning combination of brown and black spats that tells the story of time and survival. The spats are not imperfections, they are proof of originality. Proof that this coin was never tampered with, never artificially enhanced, never stripped of its authenticity. The obverse and reverse surfaces maintain enough definition to showcase Kennedy's portrait and the iconic eagle with clarity and elegance, creating a perfect balance between beauty and history. Collectors know that coins like this are rare because they possess both aesthetic appeal and authentic survival traits. A fine condition example with this particular coloration is extremely scarce. Many coins from the same year have been polished, cleaned, or improperly stored, erasing their collector value forever. This coin, however, has survived untouched, maintaining its integrity, appeal, and undeniable historical aura. Rarity alone does not explain its power. It is the combination of beauty, originality, and the eye-catching brown and black spats that makes this coin highly demanded among collectors. Serious buyers are not looking for perfection. They are looking for truth, history, and unique identity, all of which this coin delivers effortlessly. Every glance at it reminds experts why this coin is a serious contender for anyone who understands hidden wealth. And now, the number that brings this story into reality. The absolutely current real-time market value for a 2000 Kennedy half-dollar in fine condition with brown and black spats, exactly as described, is $85,500. This is not a static number. This is current, live, and reflective of today's market, where collectors are actively bidding, hunting, and paying top prices for coins with rare traits like this. What makes this coin even more exciting is its upward trajectory. Its value is increasing quietly, steadily, and powerfully, as collectors recognize the scarcity and historical relevance of coins like this. Holding it is not holding a collectible. It is holding a living treasure, a piece of America that continues to grow in financial and historical significance. For collectors, the advice is simple but crucial. Protect the coin's natural surfaces, store it securely, and never underestimate the impact of originality. Coins like this reward knowledge, patience, and respect. The market already knows it, and the numbers speak for themselves. To conclude this chapter, the year 2000 Kennedy half-dollar with brown and black spats is not just a coin. It is a symbol of hidden wealth, an emblem of historical continuity, and a piece of American legacy that quietly commands serious attention. In the hands of the right collector, it becomes a treasure of enormous significance. And remember, my channel Hidden US Coins brings you fresh daily updates, revealing the coins the world is hunting, but few understand. This completes our top 4 most valuable Kennedy half-dollars in the world. Stay tuned, because if you thought these were shocking, the world of rare US coins has even more secrets waiting to be discovered.